Good evening and welcome back. So, today I want to connect this level here with the rest, but I just saw that it created some levels here because it's in source control now and it restored some levels that are not supposed to be in there, which could cause problems. Let's delete those. And let's load a new one. Create a new level here. Okay, and in this we at the moment simply open up the main menu. There will be something different later, but damn it, I can't open this up. I mean, I can edit it. Okay, now this is gone. That's good. And blueprints, open level blueprint, and basically this here. I want to happen in the other one. So compile that. And that will just show the main menu. But in the main menu we do have a problem because some of the things in here do not work properly. Let's see. At least I'm not sure if they would still work. Let's have a look here. Apart from the fact that the whole options part of this is not done at all. But let's have a look here. I want to do a new game, and that would load. Okay, that would load stream level, which is not correct because this is no longer stream level. So we need to do load level. Oh, is it open level? Yeah, I think it's open level. that is done, I have to remove this. Oh no, let's remove this before this is done, because we no longer have this main menu open. Ah, damn it. Let's do this. Nope. Okay. And then open this level. Let's compile this. And if we restore this, then I need to have a look at the load game button. Was it save game button? Yeah, it's this one here. It would be main. Then we set the game input and open our level here. Okay. And if so, this is done. Let's go to this level, and let's check the blueprints. And once that is done, we do the same here. Don't need to unload this because you no longer stream those levels. And though yeah, the problem is the loading screen doesn't work anymore. So the whole loading screen thing is something that I might need to change. Or I need to add those as part of the main level and then stream them in. Not quite sure if I want to do that. Let's do this, but yeah, let's not do the loading screen here, because it's really not needed there. So let's just, oops, don't throw the iced tea on the keyboard, that would be bad. And this is called main. Okay, compile that. And now I need to go up here, and I think I need to change my pause menu as well. Okay, here we would so this we don't need, but we need to remove this. So let's open level here. Main menu. Because I'm not quite sure if I can use level streaming and world composition in the same setup. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Problem here is I would need to do this as well. And before we do that, so let's jump into the main menu level and see if that works. This is empty at the moment, but it doesn't matter because the main menu is full screen. So if we do a new game, then it is doing something. Okay, it's showing us this. But it doesn't work. Okay, why does that not work? There's a player start here. Let's just remove that, because I'm not sure if that does anything other than we want to do at the moment. So let's see. The rest looks okay. This I only had in as a kind of fail-safe for the earlier system. Let's just play from here and see if that works. Okay, that works. Back to main menu. New game here. Start game. Okay. That works now. Let's run through this. Get out of light. Which I still need to fix. Let's turn that off, because it can get a bit annoying. Okay. And now it loads a bit longer. The big problem is that those loads just freeze the screen, and I don't want that. If it's, yeah, okay, it is loading, so that kind of worked, but not in the way I wanted to. No, it's not. All my code here is Blueprint. I haven't touched C++ in any way. Granted, my game's not that complex, but I know other people that worked on more complex games and they also hadn't touched C++ in any way. The only thing you have to keep in mind is that you can't really do file management, and if you have really complicated calculations, C++ is faster. And you might want to either convert your code into C++ code later, or do C++ for these parts and then do the rest in Blueprint. But you can definitely create a full game just in blueprints. Yeah, no problem. Let's see if that works. Okay, let's kind of undo everything I did here before a few moments ago. Not really undo, but change it back to a different thing. So here I'm not opening the level, but I'm streaming that in. Because this is better this way, and I can use the loading screen, which didn't even show up earlier, so that's something that happened. Okay. Let's compile that. Let's go here and basically do the same. Though we need to change this to main. Compile that. And I can also just do this here. And this would be main. Let's see. Not quite sure if that works because it's two different systems and I'm not sure if they might have problems with each other. So, let's see. Oh yeah, the main menu. Yeah, this is correct. But now I need to jump into this. And change this here back to what I had before. So let's do this. Move this over here. one. Oops. I should. Okay, I moved the glass because I nearly threw it again over my keyboard, which is not good. My keyboard doesn't like to drink iced tea. So, not a good thing to do. And yeah, we need to do this here. No, there, there, and then load the streaming level. No. We need to unload. No, okay, this needs to be done last. So we need to load this and then unload that. Though I do want to hide this. So once this level is loaded and this level unloaded, the loading screen will disappear. Hopefully. I'm not 100% sure if it works. Okay, so now let's check if we have anything in here. Nope. Nothing in here. Good. And now we get back to the persistent level and play. Okay. Clicking that worked. But this didn't work. Okay. So I had a fix for that in here. Which I removed. So let's add this back in. Compile. Play. Okay, now it works. Let's just speed run through this. Okay. Hello. Okay. you're live now. And how are you? Okay, this loads a bit longer than I expected it to do. So it might not like the system that I'm using there. Yep. Definitely is Monday and dev time. Not quite sure, but I think something went wrong here. Oh, I think it crashed. Because I don't have my cursor anymore. Okay, now I have it back. Okay, but in here it's blocked. Let's have a look. I think that doesn't work properly. Let's see what we get. Okay, we get normal error stuff here. Couldn't set the character ID for a character. But why didn't it remove the loading screen? Let me check. I think I'm using just one font for everything. Oh, you're talking about the prototype, the last build version. Yeah, I changed that. I'm using, I think it's Times New Roman or something like that. Something quite simple. Let's have a look. Font. Why is that? Interesting. Must have done something strange on this. Yeah, it should be like this. And I think I changed this for all the UIs already. So I think the old one is not even in there yet anymore. You mean this one? That's the old one, and this is kind of the new one. Okay, what's going wrong here? I see. That's the issue. It's unloading the level before it's removing the parent, so I'm removing the screen from the parent, so let's do this, and then it should be fine. I think I had this error the first time I was creating the system. Let's try that. Let's do these. Click, click, click. Pick this up. Run through. Whoop. Okay, then I need to do something in there. Okay, so this time it worked, but I need to do something in my main level. Basically, I need to do the same I do here. Which is simply... okay, we don't have a player start here. Because I think the player start is not part of the main level. That's not good. Okay, let's go to the main level. Okay, the problem here is... yeah, I need to open the main level separately. What is it? Come on. Levels. Okay, let's open up town. But have the persistent level selected. Okay, we have this player start here, which is in the main level. Okay. Okay, this should work. Okay, now we should get in the right spot here, and it should load the rest out of this. Let's see, did I change this? Okay, we are unloading that. I haven't checked this yet, but for that we need to go back to the other level. Otherwise we don't have the streaming level here. Let's save selected. And play from here. Let's see what happens if we do this. Okay. This wasn't good. Speed run through this again. Come on, walk. Ah, damn it. That's not what I wanted. Shouldn't try speedruns. It's not a good idea. Whoa. Okay, that's definitely not good. Oh. Okay, so I didn't... What just happened is that the conditions in the background, the state changes, didn't recognize that I started a new game. And as a result, I walked into the area where the teleporter is supposed to be, and it checked, oh, all the conditions are set. Teleport me. Yeah, the interior here is a separate level. It's this level here. But I need to make sure that the conditions are wiped properly when I do a new game. So this is a problem because, wait, what is that? Oh. Yeah, the problem is, I mean, it kind of works, but at the same time it doesn't work the way I want it to. Let's see. Let's try this again. So I'm making a new game. I'm clicking through this. And let's check. Okay, door is still locked. That's saved properly. This didn't save. And the load for some reason is instant. Which is... it's a good thing, but also not a good thing. Because it didn't load the right levels. So let's check this again. So it should take player start and then teleport him to the right spot. I need to take a short break. Be right back. I hate my landline. It's broken. Completely broken. Because it just rang, and as soon as I pick up, it's not doing anything anymore. And it's not because the guy on the other end hung up. No, it's our landline here that's broken for some reason. Yeah, let's not do this, but this should be this. I don't think we need to do this. Let's do it this way. Okay, it worked here, but it didn't work when we loaded it the other way. Okay, I think this was just wrong location. Let's try this again. Maybe try this one. Nope. Okay. Let's do this again. Yeah, this doesn't work. Okay, let's fix one error after the other. So the first error is that the data is not reset properly when we start a new game. So in here, we create the main menu. And on the main menu, we should save the game. But I'm not replacing the save game here, I think. Okay, I think I have there's something that I'm missing in here. So let's add an input. Call this new game. So if that is done, then we want to go here. So wait, why am I saving when I'm doing a new game? Should initialize a new game. Okay, let's first do something else. Let's remove the save games here. MagicAle saved. Save games. Let's remove all these. Just to make sure we don't have anything there. Okay, this way, when we do a new game, we get a clean slate. But if we make a new game, we already started the game once and haven't removed the save games, then we get errors here. So let's do that. this. And let's check here. So if we do want a new game, then I don't want to save the player position because that would be kind of pointless. And all the rest should also be empty. Yeah, let's add this in here. So let's do branch. And if we are not in a new game, so if we are not in a new game, then we want to do this. If we are in a new game, I want to do that. Let's try that. Even though on the on this level and on the main level. We are overwriting that, so it should set us to the right position here, which it doesn't. Let's try this again. Okay, that's definitely not good. Because that should not be active. So that didn't work. There are no saved games, but it still set the wrong data there. So we check the name and we check the value. Only if those two are true, then this goes out here and breaks. Otherwise it runs through and should return false. Yeah. Oh, it should give us this, but for some reason this is set to be true, which definitely shouldn't be the case. Game mode. Okay, let's open up the game mode. Let's see if I do something wrong there. Okay, it looks like I need to reset this. condition list. Okay, we have a reset conditions here, so let's do that. In the main menu here, I'm doing this, then we do the save game, and before we do that, I need to reset this. So move all this stuff here, bit over. This we don't need anymore. Get our game mode. Cast to this one. Get our condition list here and reset the conditions in that. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, this is correct. If we stand on this, the lights go on. Now we need to do this stuff here. Condition still is not set. Now we teleport over here. But here we are definitely in the wrong place. So let's see what happens there. Oh, yeah, okay, the village recording actor is not present because it's, yeah, okay. I see. So the village recording actor needs to be in the main menu level, so it's always loaded at the start. It's always present. Okay. That's why we got the error here. I was trying to find reference to an actor that was not loaded anywhere. should be in here, I think. Yeah, NPC recording actor, there it is. And this is in main, but we need to move this to the main menu level. So let's see. Okay, now it works. Even though I'm still not sure if I want to have this or kind of involved conversation system. It's kind of still not. I'm not sure. I had in an earlier build, I had a different system where we had the camera looking at the character on one side and the NPC on the other side. The issue with that is if the NPC is moving, the camera would try to follow that. I need to stop the NPC. That's something, if we are talking, they should stop what they're doing. Should override everything. Something I need to add. And the other issue is that in some cases the camera ended up inside other geometry and didn't really move to the side, or in one case it was too close to something and we didn't see the player, we just saw some scenery. I still need to figure out a good way to position that camera and work with that system. Or use this, but this system I'm using here also has issues. Because I don't have the complete equipment that's on the character that's loaded in. And the lighting is completely off. So, and I think the other thing is that it doesn't load the right animation. You know, that's something we can fix. So let's have a look. So here it should load the character. And then okay. I need to set the proper male element blueprint here. That's why I was stuck and not moving at all. Hello. And then this should be okay. Yeah, definitely. It was 23, 22, 23 degrees Celsius out today. So it's definitely April weather. It's last week we had 5 degrees, and this week it's 22. Just because it doesn't want to know what it's doing. So, yep. And yeah, definitely the birds are out again. That's the reason why the window is open and you hear them this loudly. Um, because I needed to have the window open. Yeah, okay. But you're a bit up to the north, so it makes sense that it's a bit colder there. Okay, this should fix that issue. So you should animate a bit now. Yeah, okay, he's animating there. Even though, as you can see, the lighting is different and there are a few issues. The hair is not correct, but there are a few other issues here that do not show up in here but show up here for some reason. Not quite sure. He's kind of poking through his clothing here. But, okay, he's doing the same here as well. Okay. I spoke too soon. By the looks of it, he's poking through a lot of his clothing. Why is he looking menacing? You mean the eyes? These nice, friendly red eyes? Because his skin is purple. But in the lighting in here, in the room, it's coming out differently. I still need to work on the eyes. They are definitely wrong. I mean, at the moment I don't have a neutral gender species in here, but I'll just use the male animations if I have any. They kind of do. You're right. Okay, she has a camera on her head, but if we just hide that for a second. Okay, we can't hide that. So let's open up the actual character here. Problem is here we don't get the right color for her skin, which I thought I fixed, but it's still looking a bit strange. Yeah, I mean, I think there are games out there where people are running around with TVs for their heads. If you want to really see a person that looks broken, then look at this guy. Yeah, probably. This is so broken. Damn it. I was trying to make the eyes a bit bigger for elves, but it looks kind of wrong in some of them, or I think in all of them. Let's check the other elves. This is another elf. And then we have her. And the barmaid. I think I broke their faces. They're not looking that good. Come on. And it kind of works if the eyes look like this. But for elves, the eyes should look like that. Bit, at least. Yeah, the clothing here looks broken. Quite sure. This is a bit better, but not much. Thank you for the host. That's Vlodreal. Thank you for the host. And hello everyone from Vlodreel's post. I can't speak. Yoo-hoo! Yippee! Hello, how are you? And let me try that again. Hello, everyone from Vlodreel's stream. That's what I wanted to say earlier. Yeah, those are kind of placeholder colors. They get their own color scheme when they are loaded in the world. Each character has different sets of colors I can set, and then I have a color table that they are picked from. I am working on adding the main menu back in, and the start level, and the tutorial start level, and then proper transition to the world map, so that I can work on a next build soon. But while playing, people complained about the eyes of this guy and found them a bit creepy. And then I was showing the other elves and want to show that they have similar creepy looking eyes, because elven eyes are bigger. Yes, I'm making a game. I'm working on an exploration adventure game. And let me show you the game. Let's not do this at the moment, but let's jump into the world map here. Yeah, the eyes are red at the moment, but it's just a placeholder color until I've set up proper material for it, so it looks a bit better then. So let's see, current camera position, and let's go. Thank you. And ignore the issues over there. Those are some kind of camera issues. But it's mostly walking around, talking to people. It's called MagicAle. Firstly, because it's about you getting a recipe for a magic ale. And secondly, because it's kind of play with words, pun on magical and ale, basically. That's the name up there. Even though you can't see that with the scrolling text in front. But you have slightly branching dialogues, not the first one with this guy here. Then you can walk around or run around, pick up items, look at items in your inventory, put in the items, and then you have a quest, the main quest. You have a journal for every new location you find. And then it's just walking around, follow the quest, look around in the world. Okay, that's wrong. She doesn't look like that. Okay, I need to fix that. Oh, I know why this has happened. Because the actor there is no longer in the same level. I plan to release it. I plan to release it quite soon, actually. But I still want to get it to a stage where I can say, okay, this is playable, and I can partially part with it, but it will go into early access because I need to get some income from it, but it's not done yet. I'm not quite sure how long I need to continue working on it, but it's will probably at least 1 more year. Oh, the water here is gone. Oh, okay. But the effects are still there. It started out as just level design practice thingy, but it turned into a real game. I mean, it's more of an adventure game, not really an RPG, but it kind of works. But the issue is, or not really issue, but something that I created myself. So this is the starting area. And if I do this, and load all the rest, I can show you the world map. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, here we go. This is the world. It's the complete world map. There's a lot of strange stuff in it, like these creatures here. Okay, why did it not do that? It should load the current camera position. Oh, I know I did that. Damn it. Because I do that. Sorry about that. Okay. Here we have some strange creatures. They're a mixture between an anteater and bird. Oh. The bird that gets closest to them is the kiwi. But problem is, for some reason, the proper material isn't showing up, so it's not showing its fur. It's supposed to be fluffy, furry, and not creepy looking like this. Yeah, that's the problem. It's they shouldn't look like that. They should look like this. Let's see. But come on. For some reason this doesn't show up. And if we go here, yeah, okay, now I can see what they should look like. They should be fluffy like this. But in-game it doesn't show up at all. Nice ideas, all of them. No. This is just a fur texture or material here that's faking fur, because I know that I can't do real fur on them. That would definitely kill everything on them. But I'm not quite sure what I did, why they are not showing up properly anymore. Yep. It's a plugin I bought. It's called Advanced Fur Shader. And it's nice. Come on. But it has a few issues. Not really because of this shader, but of another shader I was trying to use with it at some point. Because I wanted to use this. And this kind of broke the rest a bit. I still need to set this up properly so that it looks more like this here. Yeah. But I couldn't get this to run properly because I hadn't set up the creature with this plugin in mind, and there was a specific way of creating the mesh, and I would need to change my model so that this would work. So in the meantime, I'm just doing this, but as a result it doesn't really show up anymore. I can definitely try Frosty has, but no guarantees that I can 100% help you. Functions. How do we call functions? Let me check. Do I have something open here with functions? Yeah, there are a few things open here with functions. For instance, I have this function here. It's called set save game instance. And this is what it looks like. It should also get a return here. To make it proper. Let's compile that. And then in here, where is it? In the event graph, we just type in the name. And then you get the option to call function set save game instance. And if you want to call it from another class, then you might need to do a cast like this. So for instance, here I'm getting the game mode. I cast to my game mode, and then I can go here and I just did that with something here. Where was it? I think it was here. Yeah. Here I got the component from that, and then I'm calling the function reset conditions here, which is part of my condition list component. This is the function. Just basically just setting everything in here to false in my condition list, which is basically just the name and bool. Yeah, I definitely hope so. Even though I really don't know why this is not showing up properly here. Because it's not doing anything special. Okay. Now it's showing up, but let's see. What happens if we add the animation to it? Okay. Then this happens. Okay. Glad I could help. But there are some instances where you don't really need to do a cast if you have a proper if you have a variable with the proper type in your blueprint already, then you don't need to cast again. You can just use it the way it is. For instance, if you have an input that can only take one type and you always put it in correctly, then you can just, you don't need to cast anymore for that. So it has something to do with the animations and all that stuff. So, but as you can see on the animation, I need to redo those as well, so it's not much of a problem. So I can figure this out later. I mean, at the moment they're just strange creature somewhere over here on this farm. Okay, have fun. And here I was playing around with different terrain materials, and as you can see, this one looks slightly better because it's loading for the whole terrain part, but it has other issues because for some reason the normals are flipped on the material, and I need to do another material for that. But this one here has too many different textures and caused this issue here that at some point it didn't load correctly because the amount of textures were too much for it. So I need to figure this out and fix that. Yeah, it's quite heavy because it has a lot of textures in it. Yeah, I couldn't add more texture samplers because it already has 15 of 16 maximum. So I need to figure out something else for this. Might look into the new material layers and stuff like that. Maybe can get around it that way. I would need to create a function and pipe this in, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. The other thing is I don't have complete set of textures for all of them. So still trying to figure out what I want to do. Thank you for the host, Gnarly Potato. And welcome everyone from his stream. Okay, have fun. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, and this is complete spaghetti here. Because I just wanted to get it to show up at least something, so that way it's looking horrible and is also broken. But if we look at this buffer visualization, then and have a look in the upper right corner, that's the normal for the terrain. And the normal for the terrain here looks good, but on the rest looks wrong. Here you can see the normal on this farmhouse is correct, but not for the terrain around it. And the plants are also correct. So I'm not quite sure what's happening with my material here, but I think it's the way I created this with noise textures and all that stuff kind of broke it, and some of the normals seem to be flipped. And this is what I get from that. So I still need to figure out a better material here. But at the moment I don't have the right textures for it and stuff like that, so that's why it's only on this tile here. Because I think it would break on the rest of them as well. We can just try this. Let's get this one and apply it here. Let's see what we get there. Quite sure it will break as well. Oh, it crashed. Awesome. Yeah, and that happened. That's not good. Yep. I think I saved everything that needed to be saved. At least I hope so. Okay, it restored all that. Still has a few shaders to compile. Let's have a look at the area here. So look at shader complexity. Okay, so this is the old one. And that's dark green. This is the new one in some areas. So it's a bit better complexity wise, but not much. And this is awesome, but just because it doesn't show up anything. Yeah. But in areas where we have cutouts, it's still kind of bad. I still need to add trees back in and stuff like that. Let's see. So the issue was that we didn't land in the right spot when this level was loaded. So let's try to figure that one out and fix it. So let's go to the other map here. And try to figure that one out. Why that is happening and how to fix it. So if we resume a game here, we are falling down and probably below the map already. So let's check something. Okay, doesn't have save games there. Let's check if there's save games in here. Yep, it does. Okay, let's delete those. And see what happens now. So if we resume, we don't have any save games here. So we need to do a new game. Let's ignore all the stuff there. Let's just, come on. Hold that around. Hello, this is my game. This is the tutorial level. Okay, but here we land in the wrong spot. And if we added this one, do that. Let's see if that works. Let's see, now we have something to restore here, but for some reason we get 2 of them. Okay, that's one indication that I'm doing something wrong. In some place I'm doing choices with C, in another place with S. Okay, it's the first thing that we need to fix. What I'm doing at the moment is basically trying to figure out a way to load into the world map properly from my main menu, because I had turned the main menu and the tutorial level off while working on the main map a bit, and I wanted to turn this back on, and then when this works again, work more on the world map. So let's have a look in here. What's the default name for the save game? It's with S. And I think in the main menu here I'm doing it with C, so let's fix that in here. I think this is the right spelling for that. Let's delete the save games again and see what we get. If we start this. And okay, it created the same thing. So the standard name here should be correct. Let's see. Do I do anything else here? Okay, here we have it with S. Let's change that. This should be the only time we do save that. We do set this, but we can check. Let's find our references. Okay. That's correct. Let's see, that's the pause menu, the main menu and the pause menu. Okay, yeah, here we also get this correctly. Because here we're setting the location where we are and the player name in front of it as the name of the save game. So that's correct. And maybe only getting it, and here we are. Here we are setting the wrong name. Okay. Let's compile this. Let's delete those. Start this up again. Okay, now we only have one. This should be overwritten in here. Yeah. So every time we have a new game, then this is overwritten. That's what we have in here. Okay, I just saw something here. This could be a problem later. If I'm doing translations at some point, I need to convert this here to a text. Because it's something that's put out in UI and not something that's used internally. So let's destroy this whole thing. Yep, change that. I know. Yep, I know this is all wrong now. Okay, let's go here. Text. Even though, let's delete that thing. Let's go to string. Append that here. And then let's see if we can turn this to a text. Which means we have a lot of spaghetti here that we need to fix. Down here, I need to create this as another text. So copy that. And let's create another text variable here. This is the start page text. Post that in there. And then I want to add that in here. So let's do this. that here. And then do the same here. So that I get this in a string table later. Hello. And this is Pseudocarpus and Mortal Twitch. Hello, you two. How are you? I'm good as well. Okay. I think that should fix that issue there. It still doesn't fix our issue that we are not in the right spot when we spawn in. This is an exploration adventure game. Kind of think of point-and-click adventure games, but thrown into an open world and first-person perspective. No, it's not multiplayer. It's single player only. No. Let's do this. Now I need to add something here to check if the game is loaded or not. Let's see. Do I have that in my here? No. Damn it. Let's check in here. Load game. Nope. Okay. So I think I need to create a variable here. Oh, somewhere at least. Let's see, game mode. Now let's set this here. Let's create a new variable. And load it. Set this to editable outside. Default is false. And in here, no, let's put it into the game mode. I think it's better there. To close a few of these tabs here because we don't need them at the moment. You can't really see what the names are here, so this makes it a bit easier to see. This is correct. It should be done. So let's go to the game mode and add this in here. And then on the main menu, after we reset the conditions, set game loaded. And for the new game, it should be false. And if we load a game, then it should be set to true. So in here, we need to set this to true. Game mode. Custom my game mode. And set this to true. So now that we have this, we should be able to go in here. Do a branch. game mode. Custom my game mode. Plug that in there. So if the game is loaded, then we don't want this, so let's either plug this in oh yeah, let's do that. So here on the game instance, if we load the game, we do this. But I'm not quite sure if this works properly, so let's not do this in here. So let's remove this stuff. And just go set the items here. But the player position is saved. So we can use that to load in here. So on this, if we load the game in, I want to get maybe I should open this. My game instance. Cast to the correct one. Get the save game instance, which should also be the correct one for the loaded game. And then get the player position, player transform here, because this also includes rotation. And then we basically do this, even though let's do this here. Begin play, let's get the first person character and promote the true variable. Player reference. And then back here we can just use the player reference here. set the actor transform. And to the saved location. Okay. Hope that fixes the issue we had here. But before we test that, I need to take a short break. Sorry about that. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, let us test if this works. see if we're on the right level. Yep, we are. Let's do a new game. Rush through this again. Okay, that didn't work. No, not really. I mean, the thing is, on the main level, let's save all that. Thing is, this material has too many instructions, so it's causing problems because the texture buffer is overflowing and it's not showing up textures here. And this one has flipped normals, but it's in the material, so if we go here and click on world normal. I mean, this is really bright, but you can see this is kind of pinkish blue, and this one is yellow. So there's definitely something wrong with the normals there. And the pinkish one is the correct look, and this one is wrong. This is my old material. This is my kind of new material, even though it's more like a really old material I used. I tried that. You can see if this works. Let's go here and have a look at this. Select all my normals here. All the normal maps and try to flip them. Save this. Flip the green channel. Flip the green channel. Flip the green channel and flip the green channel here. Let's see. That didn't change anything. Let's make sure that all of these are saved properly. Save this. I can't because it's terrain. It's not an object I can flip the normals on. It's something wrong with the materials. both these tiles here are terrains. It's landscape, yeah. So that's the issue. This landscape materials either flips the normals, completely breaks the normals, or whatever. And this one is too heavy to load all the textures in. That's the last of my iced tea. Sorry about that. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. The normals were correct here, but it's something different that breaks on these. So oh, this is interesting. Have a look at this. So the underside is... Let's try something here. Okay, this is two-sided. Okay, but that didn't fix the issue here. It was set to two-sided to kind of block the sun when it crossed over the mountains and below the terrain, but that also didn't fix the issue, so it doesn't need to be two-sided at all, or double-sided. Okay, let's go here and go in here and fix the samplers, because they are set up wrongly, I think. Yeah, sampler source, shared wrap, shared wrap, shared wrap. Let me check. It's section size 63 by 63, 2 by 2 sections. Is that what you wanted to know? And then number of components should be 4 by 4 because it's showing 4 by 8 because we have 2 tiles visible here. So it should be 505 for each of them, and then then it would be 16 components here. I think those are normal settings. Yep. Let's see if this helps a bit. Oops, no. Set the other ones to wrap, so let's do this here as well. Hello, Volker, by the way. Kind of, yeah. I'm working on different issues. The landscape is one of the issues. The other issue is that I'm not landing in the right spot when I'm loading into the vault. Let's undo this here. Because we don't need that to be flipped like that. Hello. Yeah. But it didn't help in any way, so it wasn't really needed. Let's check if this is also two-sided, which we don't need. And let's change the mode here to lit. Okay, this is better now. I hope. The blue stuff was showing me the normals of the terrain or of my models. Or the blue textures earlier were normal maps. And therefore something like this here. These things here are not modeled into the mesh, but they are done by a normal map. It's doing fake detail, yeah. So all these carves in here are not on the mesh, but only in the textures. Okay, so this is showing up now. Okay, that fixed that issue at least. Nice. And you can see there's some issue with my terrain when you look at this kind of line here, the highlight, and the closer we get to the terrain, the darker it gets. And that's some kind of issue with the normals on the terrain material, and that's why I wanted to fix that. I mean, it's visible slightly here, but it's not that harsh as it's in here. I also need to do that, that's true, yeah. But it's not something with the lighting, it's something on my how I created this terrain, or the how I do this material. It's doing something that doesn't like to be used on terrain. I think that's the issue. So I'm going here, grab that, and throw it on here. Okay, now I just need to go through all my tiles here and set the other material on it. The only problem is that at the moment this material doesn't have a proper snow layer texture, so this is showing up black. Okay, and here I need to kind of renew this. Okay. Why is it showing up black? Come on. Okay. I'm trying to, yeah. I know breaking stuff is your thing. I'm trying not to break things, but sometimes it happens. And have fun. See you later. Okay. So let's try to figure out the other issue we have here. Because, okay, this looks a bit better, even though it doesn't load up here yet, but it should as soon as I'm doing the lighting and kind of reload the map. So let's jump back into here. Main menu level. Let's save all of them. And load the main menu. Okay, let's go here, resume, and see where we land. Okay, definitely not in the right place, but we shouldn't find a proper spot there. Because we loaded in and it loaded the wrong level because we didn't finish the tutorial level here. So that makes sense. Let's go through the tutorial. Problem is the tutorial also needs lighting redone. That's why it's so black. I think there was a question earlier about that. The other issue in the tutorial level is that it's using instanced static meshes, and they do not get individual lighting. And as a result, we get oops. Did I just drink? No, I didn't. Okay. I mean, I kind of did, but yeah, I tasted the ale and now I'm drunk. Because I built the level with instanced meshes and haven't fixed that yet. Okay, we need to wait a moment for the drunk effect to wear off before we can go on. Come on. Okay. This is a bit better. Should have tasted that beer. Why is this not... Come on. Okay. Hmm? Some of it, not all of it. I didn't make the barrel. I didn't make those candle holders. And those braziers here I didn't do. The rest I kind of did. So I made the walls, the pillars. I didn't do the textures of them. I just used textures for that. And I didn't model the base mesh for this character. But I created the rest of the character and his clothing. So let's see if this works. No, it doesn't. Now we are falling. So this does not work the way I want it to. I think the problem here is that I'm using two systems that might not really work with each other. No, I'm not giving up. I think I know what's happening. The issue is that in here we are doing level streaming. And this level here is loaded in, but this level is using world composition. And I'm not quite sure if they work together. I'm quite sure they aren't working together the way I want them to. So I think I need to do something else here. The problem is if I if I'm just loading in this level and not do it this way. Let's see. Can I just remove this? No. Hope I don't remove this level here completely, but remove selected. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, it's still here. So let's do this differently. So in here, we are not doing this. But we do this here. Let's see if that works. Yeah, come on. I think so, yeah. Okay, let's see what happens now. So now we are not doing level streaming, but we are just opening the other level. And let's see what happens. First we stare at the screen for a moment because it's loading it. Okay, now it's working. Okay, now we get the right player start here and everything works. Okay, so it's those two systems that do not like each other. But that causes other problems. Yeah, that's the issue. I can't do an animated loading screen as a result. Because only with level streaming I can get my loading screen to be animated. So I need to get a static loading screen with just text on it and nothing moving at all. Because if I'm loading another level, everything hangs for a moment. So let's see. But I think I do have just the right thing for that. Yeah, we do have this loading level, and here I'm loading the loading screen, and I need to do something else here. Yeah, once this is shown, we need to open the level. So in here, no, okay, close it again. So this one, load the loading level. And if we go to the main menu now, and we run through this again, okay, now it's showing us this, but it's not animated. So, but it works. So we do have a loading screen there, and then, but the issue is that the loading screen should show that something is loading, not just displaying text. And the only way to make this happen that I know of is to use level streaming, but I can't use level streaming in combination with world composition, which makes the whole thing a bit of a problem. Let's call it that way. Okay. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's world composition uses level streaming. But I think I had this at some point and there was some issues somewhere. Yeah, I need to think about that. Maybe it works that way and I don't need to do this here. But not sure. No, that wouldn't be an issue. Because you can do the what's it called, where you kind of switch the world origin move or switch or something like that. So if I put the tutorial level way outside of the area of the other levels, it would switch to that and then switch to the other one. But I still need to teleport the player to the specific locations, then load the level there. So it would be slightly different, but it should work. What I'm doing next after this game. So in about 2 years or 3 years time when it's done, not sure yet. I mean, I still have an co-op, a sci-fi co-op adventure game that I want to make at some point, but not sure. This game is not done in the near future. So the biggest issue is this. Something that I wanted to show earlier, but got distracted somehow. So this is the start area. Here we have a few empty spots that will be filled with trees at some point. And we have a town here. But once we leave this area, we have an encounter here. We have someone here to talk to. We have an encounter here. And then all this world here is empty. And then we have something here to do. And again, all this world here is empty. Apart from something there, something there. So there's a lot in the world that I need to fill with content. And I want to get it to a stage where I can say, okay, the game is playable. You can play it through from start to finish on the main quest and then publish it into early access and continue adding content to it after that. First, I would need to do a lot of bug fixing, but then I want to add content. but I'm not quite at the stage yet where I want to release it, because there are still a few issues, as you have seen. The main menu and tutorial connection is a small part of it. But I would want to fill the world with trees again, and some more mushrooms and all that stuff to make it look a bit fuller, but basically it's still empty. Where do you see a roller coaster track? That's strange. I mean, okay, the mountains here look a bit strange, but yeah, that's another thing. I need to add in roads again, because they are gone, and there's a lot to do here before I want to give it out to other people. And apart from that, publish it. Because, I mean, there's already a playable version of an earlier version from September last year that you can download and play if you want to. But it's not optimized, and there are a few small issues in it. You basically can't finish that version. But I tested this version a lot, and I hope you can finish it, but I'm not 100% sure if it works. That's something I need to make sure before I want to publish it. Even if it's early access, it still should be playable. And completely playable from a start point to a finish point. That's my goal at the moment. And how long I will work after that, I don't know. Really don't know. That's kind of the state at the moment. Okay, so let's see, we have not that much time today. I think I might stop here for today, and then tomorrow jump into trying to set the main menu and all the other stuff in here, so it's working properly. Though let's try this. Maybe this is fast enough. So I need to move this level in here. Let's try that. Let's move that here. Then it should show up in here once we reload that. Okay, now it's here. And there it is. And this should be way below ground. Let's check. Town. Yeah, it's way below ground. So it shouldn't be a problem. in its location here. And even the mine that what I want to add here shouldn't be a problem. So that could work. And now let's change this. So if the game is loaded, we want to do this. Otherwise, we want to do this. So this could be the same. But we also want to add the main menu to the... yeah, if the game's not loaded... Okay, let's... Okay, where do we want to have the main menu to show up? Problem is, if we load this... let's see. No, here we need to do something else. So we do this. We get the player reference and then load the main menu. Create widget. Main menu. Add to viewport. So this is on begin play. And then we need teleport here. So you want to teleport the player. And if the game is loaded, we want to teleport him to that spot. And if it's not loaded, we want to stream in the other level. Load streaming level. Yeah, and this would be the background questions. Background question. Yeah, damn it. So the S here. Background question. Make visible after load. should block unload. No. What is this doing? And then here we do create widget. Loading screen. Add that one to the viewport. And after this is loaded, we want to make this invisible. So remove from parent. And then I want to don't have an access to this level here from this. Let's see. Let's get the player start here. Okay, I can't get a reference to that. Damn it. Okay, this is an ID. Let's try something here. Get actor. Nope. Wait. Call function on player starts 3. Yeah, okay. Don't have access to that because it's in a different level.